Hello, everyone. I've messed up. I've made possibly the best sleep study clinic in the entire city. I've every time I every time I hear of somebody going to a sleep study clinic, I always sort of think to myself, how come it's so hard to make a good sleep study clinic? Because apparently sleep study clinics kind of feel like this. Apparently you go in, there's a bunch of noise around you, people walking around, people at your door. There's like beeping noises, and I think to myself, you could just make a nice sleep study clinic by closing all openings. Actually, you can close all openings, and the only air that goes in is through a vent, and your vent is noise isolated. You can actually get those sound cube things. It's like those God, what's it called? It's like a sound cube. Sorry, it's like a sound cube, noise proof sound recording studio blocks. Studiobricks. Like you could get some of these and then make your own little like sleeping place, but they never do. Welcome to the office. Don't mind that tongue. I'm gonna put it right there. There we go. That's good. We have many things to discuss, mainly plans for today, as well as some things I've realized. Also, this is a sick desk. It comes with whiteboards, and the whiteboards just have information on them. That's sick. Wait, that's actually so cool. Wow. Also, this is kind of a messed up. I realized something. Schools have been training us for open offices ever since we've been young, because schools in every computer lab, they really do put every single computer around you. This is not a young school. This is actually a university. The Bergeron Center for Engineering at the University of La Sonde at York U. Sorry, at the La Sonde School of Engineering at York University, which is in Toronto. It's a good school, I've heard. They actually have a really, really good computer science class, which is apparently one of the best. And I knew somebody who came from there, and their skills were immaculate, really good. They mentioned that their schooling was better than anywhere else that they had gotten, and you could tell because they were really good at what they did. And I was like, that's impressive. Nice. So let's see. 15, 13, 14. It's like numbered. But yeah, I guess I guess we've been prepared for open offices our entire time. And it's funny because in open offices, this is what it sounds like. It just sounds like a giant mess of people constantly doing stuff all around you. And even if you leave inside the hall, like it's still there because it's just super busy. What is this place? There's a lab down the way. Okay. What's over here? Stair C, the stairs. I also like how the 3D scan of the place causes these things to look extremely flat. There's lockers. Actually, it's crazy that university students still have lockers because it makes sense because you have too many things, right? But like, you know how like there's the classic teen drama thing of like a teen drama show. Students are at their lockers hanging out talking. There's like a bully pushing someone down. Like imagine that, but now everyone's 24. It's like you fucking losers. Anyway, so this is the Studio Brick thing. I've actually been meaning to get this because this thing is really, really good. The problem is that it costs many, many thousands of dollars, but you can use it for creating a soundproof section, and it's like a Lego block, so it's kind of fun to work with. Office solution phone booths, the Ola. Okay, that seems awful. I'm gonna get one that's at least more space to sit in. You know what I mean? I feel like that's pretty bad. What is this? This thing comes with a shitty the Aloha. The hell is the Aloha? Because again, inside these you wouldn't even hear any noise. But there's a work booth, and it's called the Focus, and the Focus comes with a single sofa chair. 45 decibel soundproofing that reduces noise with an average of 45 decibels. Work table has a work table. 2 silent fans with 3 speeds so that you can stay cool. Customizable. And every single one of these has cables that go inside. So you can actually... The cool part is that you put your PC on the outside. Wait, actually... They have a sound thing? Outside, inside. That's not that bad. That's very low noise. I guess in an office it is technically quieter. But like... Yeah, inside it's like whisper quiet. I guess like in my mind, I always thought that these things would be larger. Maybe there's a different addition, but it is cool because you can hook in your monitor from the outside. So your PC is on the outside, and you put your monitor on the inside. What the fuck is this? Forklift edition. What? Download product sheet. Sure. What? Was there a forklift edition? Focus forklift edition. What? Wait, is this so a forklift can lift it? Oh, that's sort of. Wait, what? Why would you need a forklift edition? Media edition. How's the media edition? It even comes with the wait. Is this a streaming one? It even comes with the foam on the side. These seem awful. The View edition. I like the View edition because it's like you can stare in and stare at somebody inside the cube. It's almost like a giant. These are like actually these are kind of best stuff. These are like hamster cages. The meetup. Okay, this is weird. The ideal meeting booth for spaces where maximum focus is required. There's 2 chairs. I feel like this isn't large enough for 2 people, and I feel like that's way too close for comfort. Like you're basically holding each other. That doesn't seem real. What? The Meetup Plus? Wait a minute. That's amazing. You get the Meetup Plus over here. Intimate and adaptable meeting room for 2 to 4 people. This is a one-on-one. I don't know about the 4 people thing. I feel like they're really stretching the idea of how many people can sit side by side. But this is sick. A silent room for yourself and someone else just to hang out in. This would be fun. Imagine having dinner inside here. It'd be so annoying because all you would hear is the food. Meetup triple XL, double XL. Because 6 to 8 people? I don't believe it. This thing's at most 4 people. What? There's no way this thing fits 6 to 8 people. Team booths. Team up. What? Team booth for meetings. Oh my god, it really is like hamsters. Wait, it really is like a hamster ball. Wait. It's a hamster booth. You put 10 people inside this room that's soundproof. They're gonna go insane. This is a prison isolation room. Team booth, team up plus. Yeah, this is also a prison. Okay, to be fair, if you could replace your entire basement with this one thing, that'd be sick. But this is pretty interesting to see that it has so much space for people, 14 to 18 people. Because the thing is, right, these booths, the whole point of them is to be quiet. But at some point, if you have too many people inside, the noise reduction qualities are gone because the people inside are louder than the people outside. Which I guess makes sense because you can make it very quiet on the inside. But sleeping booths. Okay, this is the noise outside. I like it. Wait, did they just... They put in like a fake flying noise. Wait, how come it's so quiet? Maybe I can do... I think I know why it's quiet. So they put a fake flying noise. And then on the inside, it's dead quiet. Tranquility for uninterrupted restful. What? Tranquility for uninterrupted restful what? For uninterrupted restful. Ideal for people with sleep disorders such as insomnia, misophonia. What is a misophonia? Hyperacusis, hatred of sound. Okay, a hyperacusis. I feel like misophonia is just everyone hates loud sound. No, with sleep fragmentation, vital support for night workers, sustainable booths. Okay. I mean, this is kind of cool, but at the same time, I didn't expect this. Wait, so what if you just build your home out of the booths? You could theoretically build your home entirely out of booths. You know what? That'd be sick. You should get a studio apartment, and you're like, man, I wish I had a bedroom. You could just buy a sleeping booth, and if you're like, man, the kitchen's like way too smelly and loud, you could get a kitchen booth, just a box. The comprehensive tailored solution up to 47 decibels of soundproofing without construction. Soundproof your space. Soundproof a space with just a box. Soundproof your space or room without construction, screws, or toxic materials. Disassemble your box like a Lego to take it with you wherever life takes you. Comprehensive project with a delivery of 3D sketches. Wait. What do you mean? What? Choose the level of soundproofing. Double with just a box enclosed room. Leave to the end user sustainable for enhanced thing. Choose the type of door. Your soundproofing. Wait, so they send you the 3D sketches, as in this is like your own build-a-box thing. Wow, you actually built it yourself. So what's the custom booth? Design your own booth. Huh. Okay, maybe these aren't. Wait, what the hell is this? Acoustic products. 420 euros per 10 units. Jesus Christ, that's $42 per. PET sound absorbing reduces reverberation. CB trap, bass trap, corner traps. Flat panels. Oh my god. Smart panels. What's this? Diffuser panels. Wait, you could actually build like a isolation room. Okay, maybe they're more. Maybe they've got more than I realized. I thought it was just the one booth style, but they have a ton of these. Oh no. Podcast recording booth. If anybody I don't know how to say this, but I feel like most podcasts are sort of in the same realm of being forced to listen to someone speak in like public, or like being forced to like hear somebody downtown speaking into like a giant megaphone type of deal, right? With this, I think this gives people too much ego for them to do what they want to do, and then you just don't like. It's like, how do I say this? Everybody wants the megaphone. Nobody wants to say something cool into the megaphone or like sing or something. You know what I mean? Podcast duo. So what the hell is this podcast round? What's a podcast duo? A distraction-free space for dynamic conversations between two people, perfect for high-quality interviews. If somebody sequestered me into a room in the middle of nowhere, I would be freaked out on some level. Like, I wouldn't really know how to feel about this. But also, this is a great use case. I guess if you're something like the CBC, you would just put it inside there. You would sing if you could. Hey, we should all do karaoke next time. I'm very curious to hear how you sing. Now that you said it, I'm going to force Sweet Destination to do karaoke at her birthday. Because I think that'd be funny. Wait, so what's the difference between the podcast booth and like the one booth? That's just for one person. Compact, adaptable, and loved by voiceover artists. Oh, I know who uses this. I know someone who like uses this. Gianni Matragrano, Studiobricks. He actually has this. He has a really good video showing it off too, because I think it's one of the best videos ever to show how the product works. Because you see the PC on the outside, you see the brick over there, and then he walks in and he does a great demonstration. Also, it's messed up that he can sound so good and look that good too. Like, it's actually messed up. Like there's no way that you're allowed to have that many things go right for you in life. Okay, now screw. Like, that's a great ad. Just he goes in, starts screaming, and you actually can't hear it. Anyways, I need to get me one of these because I do scream loudly. But so add the VO kit edition. That was the VO edition. Corner B trap, dual height, reflection, anti-reflection desk, microphone arm, table through mount, Mika from Yellowtech. What Mika de Yellowtech. Wait, how come one is Mika de Yellowtech and then one is Mika from Yellowtech? What's the difference? Also, Mod, your chance to make a snowman is now gone. All the snow is gone now. Also, this is actually. Do you think people stream in a co-working space? Wait, are you allowed to? Are you allowed to stream in a co-working space? Wait, could you? Wait, that actually might be funny. Could it be possible for somebody to go into a live stream into a co-working space and then live stream? Like, could you go into like what's a co-working space now? What's a good co-working space? Loft on demand co-working space. The hell is this? Okay, how about like co-working space? Is WeWork? Holy shit! I thought WeWork died. It's still here. I thought WeWork died. What? Toronto, Canada. Yeah, sure. You still have snow. You still have snow. Wait, you're so lucky. What the heck? It's $54 a day. It's $400 a month. This thing has to have showers, right? Amenities. Does it have a shower? Oh my god, a showers. If you have a shower and a parking, I think if you have these two things, yeah, you could absolutely live here. Wait, you could live here for $400 a month because you park your car, you keep all your stuff inside the car, so you have all your clothes and stuff. You go shower in the co-working space, and then you go back to work. That's actually not a bad deal. And you're smack dab downtown, which I would hate, but I guess someone likes it. You could be close to Little Tibet. I didn't know that there was a Little Tibet. Wait, what? Show us 6 pictures. Yeah, but okay, so now imagine somebody could just go there and start live streaming. Somebody could live stream from a co-working space. It would be awful. It would genuinely be awful, but it would be funny. That'd be a great sponsor segment, actually. It'd be a really good sponsor segment to have somebody live stream from a co-working space. Wait, you should totally do that. Wait, I should do that. I should live stream from a co-working space, like a real life co-working space, and then live stream programming and have to deal with the office environment, making it very nice and entertaining, but also small. Like no other, Mika is a real beauty. Start from scratch or pick from sets. What is a Mika? Why is the Mika also? I hate this thing too. Every company says that they're the best number one microphone something. Like every company says that they're the number one product. But if every product is the number one product, how do I know which one is the actual number one product? Mika sets, Mika arm, Mika add-ons. Oh god, if you want to record yourself. I'm gonna be real with you. I just got like an arm for $20 and it's been working fine. I don't think $300. I don't think you need. I don't think you need I don't think you need a microphone arm for 400 euros. Sorry, that seems like an absolute scam. I got mine for $20 and it works just fine. I feel like at some point that's just too much. Table through mount. I'm assuming that's a mount through the table for the thing. Okay. Sound card tray. What does that even? Sound card tray? The fuck is a sound? Wait, what the fuck? There's portable sound cards. Oh my god, there's external sound cards. What? Why are there external sound cards? Oh my god. Okay, but your boarding pass is about the sound. Leave me alone. What? External USB and the DAC. No, wait, is that what a DAC is? External sound blaster. That was a sound blaster. 7.1 HD external console gaming DAC amp with X amp. Okay, that doesn't tell me yet. How about Sound Blaster G3? External portable external console gaming. You're saying nonsense to me. You're saying nonsense to me. Creative Live Audio. What the hell is this? USB audio interface with high resolution recording and playback. What, you can get one for like way cheaper. Sound Blaster AE. Is this also gonna say DAC amp? PCIe sound card and DAC with X amp discrete headphone. What the fuck does any of this mean? But okay, so there's an external one. Internal sound cards. External DAC Sound Blaster play. Here we go. It goes into USB. Huh. Sound Blaster 3 Play is a USB DAC and amp that provides, what do you know? An instant audio upgrade from motherboard audio. It actually, I don't know the difference. I feel like it all sounds the same. And if you're going into a USB, I feel like it's going to sound the exact same anyways. 96 kilohertz is very high quality, but at the same time, it's barely perceptible over 48K. I don't know. Simple fast plug free and play. What? Okay, so wait, so this comes with that. Acoustic pad for glass door, headphone hook. That's sick. I actually do need a headphone hook. Support for monitor. It's a standard Vesa mount. The one triple XL. I mean, this is kind of weird to me because I'm like, why would you need the VO kit? Like, I get the point of the VO edition is it has all these trimmings with like the corner stuff, which I kind of get because like you like if you care about the quality of your sound, I guess these would be nice, right? But like at that price for a Mika arm and for this corner trap, how much better is this corner trap compared to anything else? You could get all of these things separately from something else, or you could make them yourself using foam if you just want to. It'd be so much cheaper. Custom booth, sorry, podcast booth. So that was the podcast booth. But which one would you do? Oh man, which one would I do actually? Well, I mean, I guess now I know that there's a sleeping one. That's cool. Maybe I'll do a live stream from like a whatchamacallit, from a co-working space at some point. Why does it zoom into this? Maybe I'll do a live stream from a co-working space at some point, and then it'll be funny. Aluminum load cells, Allen keys for UCC. Because then it'd be funny to think about, like, imagine somebody with you at the co-working space and they won't shut up because they keep doing this like live stream thing, but they're trying to be discreet about it. But because they're discreet about it, it's even more noticeable. Because I'm pretty sure a WeWork space is actually very quiet. Also, I'm so surprised that a WeWork is still alive. WeWork walk through. I don't know, like a walk tour. Is it called a walkthrough? Oh my god, what is this? Why is she doing a hangout? Why is there a video where she's doing a hangout? Like, what the fuck is this? A day in a WeWork office. I don't know. Can I get like a single day? A day in the life of a software engineer intern. Can I say something about these software engineers too? These like interns, right? Why do you keep doing these videos where you're in a shitty office doing fuck all? Like, it's not a day in my tech job. We work office and team dinner. Like, guys, it's not that. Like, just no commentary. No commentary. God damn it! There's like no common. There's like no commentary runs. You need a no commentary run of someone programming because that's the real day to day, and it's so fucking boring to watch someone program. One style. Okay, how about this one? This one looked good. Because I swear these places are very good, like quiet. But I'm just surprised it's still alive. Um. Oh god, we work. Find a space to grow. Oh no. That's an ad. We work private office. No. Office vlog. A software engineer. All right, fuck you. All right, fuck you. Just show me the inside of the office. Wait, you get to. This is what you do. You get to like. Wait, so does she and other people go there together? Like, do you go as a group? And then you can get your own booth. Why would you? Why would you pay $400 for an open office? What the hell? Wait. Sorry. What was that video? Laid off after 25 years in tech. Asian dad energy. What happens when a 25 in this deeply personal video, a mid 40s, this is written by AI. A deep mid 40s engineer opens up about life after being laid off from a major technology company after decades of long hours, high paying relationship. He finds himself facing anxiety and uncertainty and the disorienting loss of identity. This isn't just layoff story, it's a reflection on the real emotional cost of a career spent chasing stability in an unstable industry. It is an unstable industry, yeah. This video traces his journey through 25 years. If you work in tech, there's an AI summary. After 25 years, a tech leader reflects on a recent layoff, exploring anxiety and sacrifice. This personal vlog, as a FANG engineering manager, I totally agree with this. The only people who will remember you worked late are your kids and family. There's no loyalty or decency left. I read this some time ago. If you die, your job will be posted before your obituary. That changed my mindset. I think these are the kinds of videos that YouTube was meant for. I don't know about that one. Once heard an 85-year-old man say, "We get too old too quick and learn too slow. We're still young." Bro, laid off one time in 25 years. Me, laid off 10 times in 30. 10 times? What are you doing wrong? Sorry, I feel like if you get laid off 10 times in 13 years, you're the problem. Like it's like there's no way that you're constantly being laid off. That's like a behavior issue from you. There's no way that you're choosing unless you only work at startups. But I feel like it's either you're consistently choosing the worst places or you're consistently the worst person to work with. I've been laid off once after like 10 years, and that's like a lot as is. His advice is spot on, and that's only because the company was like dying. Thank you for the hard videos. My parents did the hard labor. Okay, well, there was also another one here. Sorry. After the big okay, see, here we go. This is the grifter. Also, look at this one. I tried to follow my passion for art, but now I'm 32 and unemployed. Her name is Kamikaze Short Bus. Wow. You leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone. I think the only future for art is indie. Going to the same 39 years old animator jobless for more than a year, except for occasional badly paid gigs. Decided to finally focus on my own indie game project. And giving it my all to only time will tell. Ackmanstein. Sonic.exe. Sonic Games. So, is everybody dying? Also, she has this mic that it's funny because it's like, I swear this is the same mic that my wife has. And it's a fun mic to look at because if you just focus on the microphone, the way that it keeps changing colors, and I don't know if it's based on the volume or something, but it's very distracting and very alluring. So okay, so now this is a series after the layoff. Okay, there's another AI description. Holy shit! And there's another follow up. There's another follow up. This guy is milking his layoff. He keeps. Oh my god! It's 10 days ago, 3 days ago. What? Where are we? So the second one is, after being laid off from a big tech company in his mid-40s, an experienced engineer faces a question many tech workers quietly fear. What now? Well, with your multi-millions of dollars, you can do anything, actually. This video explores a crossroads between chasing another big tech role in a brutal job market and stepping away entirely to rethink life, work, and purpose. He reflects on today's exhausting tech interview process. This is an AI, like he used AI to write this. Filled with endless rounds, algorithm tests, and subtle age bias. Age bias is a major thing. I'm very glad that I look young and that I act young, because man, it would go so poorly. One interview in particular brings him back to an uncomfortable memory. Years ago, he was the one interviewing an older engineer, and now he's on the other side of the table. That market sparks a deeper reckoning with how the industry treats experience, burnout, and aging. I've always said this. Something about the tech industry, the way that we throw away old engineers doesn't make any sense, because I'm always like you have all this experience and especially you have all this experience with the idea of change itself. And that alone is, I think, such an important thing to have, because people that are unequipped to deal with change at all usually make decisions that bring about a change that isn't actually conducive to anything, and thus you end up in a worse space. Whereas people who are well acquainted with the idea of change, because they've been through it all, they know when a change is worth it or not. Not necessarily the actual specific thing itself, but like whether or not a change is necessary, even at all, based on various things. The video also gets into your question whether fire is truly safe in RGBA disruption. Not sure. As code, this is a search for meaning. Beyond many times, after 15 years of various jobs related to tech and web development, I no longer with this further. All I wish I could tell young people is that it doesn't matter what you do, you are not your job. Yes, and you need to find anything else in your life to glob onto for identity than what you do for a paycheck. Yes, but also like we make like 6 figures, so it is kind of hard. I was laid off in 2023. I was unemployed for a year. Toughest year of my life. Don't retire. Keep vlogging. You are a likable what? Asking a senior engineer to do a bunch of dumb design patterns would make anyone punchy. Yes, it's incredibly annoying. Thank you for talking about Bob. Who the fuck is Bob? Who the hell's Bob? Your video took off because of market. There's a hidden requirement in the tech world, and that is older people need not apply. Yes, Bob was a victim of age discrimination, which is illegal. It's very common. Yeah, but no one ever cares about it. No one ever cares about it. It's being laid off. Okay, so now this is the third part in January 3rd. This is like it, I guess if you're laid off, there's nothing else that you can really do. You know what I mean? But there's nothing else going on. It's not like you're not doing anything, but it's just more the reality that there's nothing to do. Like you're laid off. What are you gonna do? Just gonna stay home and just hang out, I guess. Just stay home, hang out, talk about life, and just, I don't know, chill out. And so I guess you just make a bunch of videos with AI descriptions, drawing on decades of experience. He breaks down the real strengths and very real limitations of today's AI large language models. So now he's trying to sell you on what AI models can do. Okay, that's interesting. I think the next video is about crypto, or like he's gonna try to sell you something. Finally, he shares an honest perspective. It's not hype. It's reality, and it's already happening. You can have a career in explaining technology on the news. Your ability to break down complex tech for non-experts is a real. You're confirmed. What is this? You're a confirmed YouTube celeb now, an influencer and vlogger. What? Who the fuck cares about being a YouTube celeb? It's kind of funny that, like, on the same vein of him saying the job, like, I'm assuming he's probably going to say something like, yeah, you are not your job, it doesn't really matter. But then you also have people in the comments saying like, hey, by the way, this thing that you do now this matters. It's like, no, this still doesn't matter. It doesn't, like, it actually matters less. No job hunting for you. Don't look for a job. Keep making videos. You're a great speaker. You hit 1 million subscribers. This is your livelihood from now on. Good luck. Why this feels like the kind of shit that Jigsaw would say. What? It's like Jigsaw like has a software engineer. What was the bit that I kept talking about? You have 3 sprints. Oh fuck, I still think about that. Jigsaw to the software engineer that he's captured. You have 3 sprints. You have 3 sprints. You have 3 sprints. You have 3 sprints to hit 1 million subscribers. That's good. Oh my god, this is your livelihood from now on. Good luck. This is your livelihood from now on. Good luck. This is who you'll always be now. Good luck. One potential idea for your feature, another vlog. Thanks for not changing it. As a senior IT, I'm not saying that it's bad for him to do this. I just find it funny that, like, I guess when you're laid off, there's really nothing for you to do, so you might as well do something, because that's what I'm doing too. Like, I'm technically doing the same thing, except he pre-records it, and I don't. I'm a software engineer with 25 years in the industry. This question takes me back more than 20 years when I was a brand new CS graduate. Back then, the world was very different. A degree from a good school was often enough to get your foot in the door. I mean, I would even say even back then, just being able to like ace any of the technical tests. Like back then, the technical exams was stuff like FizzBuzz. Like you would just solve that, and they would go, "Wow, you actually know how to program." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I know how to program. I've been programming like a lot." You don't even need a degree. You would just be able to like go in. I was able to fix it, but I learned the hard way to help the patient. Yeah, today's junior engineers are far more skilled than I ever was. Yes, but the landscape is stacked against them. Yes, for some reason, the floor has gotten higher, and so have the requirements. But still, it's all the same shit in the end, and I don't really understand why. No false promises, just honest advice. What is this? Shorts remixing this video? What the fuck? Somebody remixed this? Sweet to healthcare? Sorry, what the fuck is this? John surviving AI. Who remixed this? Next is healthcare. Okay, but I don't understand. Laid off software. I just Perl server live demo. This wow. This I'm not saying that my programming is better. I just like in the context of what I've just seen. In the context of what I've just seen, and in the context of like the topic of the video and like the point of the channel that they called John surviving AI laid off, like the whole thing, this whole thing feels like an AI. Building in public AI content, AI crypto news, trade meme coins, DeepSeek V3. OpenAI, you won't believe how easy it is to start an AI-driven LED sign business. This has to be fake. All of these, and the fact that this was remixing this video, this feels, this feels like, this feels like AI slop. Like it actually, like it's this feels like, this feels like an incestuous snake, or what's it called? This like feels like the Ouroboros, where it eats its own tail and it keeps eating its own tail over and over and over until finally it ends up pooping out itself or something. So okay, and then what's this one? I'm recently laid off. In this video, I break down the biggest money vacuums that quietly drain even the highest paid software engineers. We're talking about high costs of living in cities. Yeah, oversized home and monster emojis, luxury cars that depreciate faster than legacy code. That's a great phrase. I actually like this phrase. Luxury cars that depreciate faster than legacy code, because every single car depreciates faster than legacy code. Cars literally lose money the moment they go off the lot. And food is convenience spending that rivals a second rent payment. Also dive into education, arms races, consumption is therapy, tech bro, football investments, and hard truth that sometimes life just happens. The choices feel logical. This video isn't about shaming. It's about awareness. I spent my entire career as a Silicon Valley consultant. The vast majority of directors and upper level managers jump into the black hole that you describe. Lifestyle creep is a hell of a drug. This is a fascinating series of things, and I'm just surprised that like somebody remixed that to then sell their own slop, because it's I don't know how to say this. It's like this is the quintessential type of slop. It's like slop, but also like not slop. I don't know. Life after AI, fixing 3D printers to survive. What does that even mean? Laid off, fixing 3D printers. What? Laid off, fixing 3D printers to survive. Our AI robots fail. X99 server. I'm not saying that like maybe this person's experience is like wrong, but it is just fascinating the way that like you can get to this thread by going through here. Sorry, I wasn't even supposed to like do this. This whole thing wasn't even supposed to like be here. I was actually supposed to talk about something else completely different, namely that I finally have come to a fair. Oh God, sorry, I had to stop. Visual Studio keeps on trying to like start. I've come to a conclusion about something that I've had also fair warning that will be a volume warning. About something that I've been thinking about for a while, that I've been thinking about constantly, because I'm always curious about this, and I actually realized something based on the way that it was being done in other industries. So I realize that the no sub rule is stupid because there's nothing I can do to stop you, if that makes sense. Basically, I've had that rule in place, and I've realized that. So I actually didn't realize this, but the analytics page shows me a lot. It even shows me like who's been keeping up on it, and I didn't realize that there's been people who like still keep up on it. And I realized, oh, maybe I can't even stop you in the first place. So that whole rule that I've had in place has basically done nothing at all to stop people from subbing and spending money on the channel. So I'm like, okay, look, there's nothing that I can do to stop you. But then I realized something too. What I realized is that there's actually no reason to stop you, because theoretically, it's the same as be paying for anything else. And I think the thing that really hit me was when I can't remember what it was when I think it was like I was watching a show about something, but I can't remember what the show was. But I remember it was similar to the idea of like a talk show, and I was like, it's crazy how like they get paid money to go on talk shows, but then like individuals don't, right? Not to say that I need your money, but to say that I'm gonna lessen the restrictions on it. However, I realize that I need to be careful still about the parasocial aspect of things because I'm still like genuinely terrified of like how parasocial this stuff can like get where it's like but at the same time it's like I realize that nothing that you do can be free of parasociality. Like I don't know how to say this, but even the games that we play have an element of parasociality to it in the sense that when someone creates something that you really enjoy, you want to find more of what they made to play them. And this is another part of the realization. Remember Angelina Error, which we're going to play a bit today, which I always end up misspelling as Angelina Error. This game, for some reason, has a parasocial hold on me because, and also maybe this is okay. Also, I didn't realize that this is sick. Not sick as in like bad, as in like this is like sick nasty. Like this is cool. Is this the developer talking about his old game? It is. Oh yeah, it is, and he edits himself like sitting in this stuff. This has been going for 80 hours. Wait, what was the first hour? Wait, this game is 80 hours long? It's either that this game is 80 hours long or that this system doesn't work. Because I'm pretty sure, what's that delivery game? Easy Delivery Co. This thing also had, wait, this thing doesn't have a live stream anymore. They stopped the music live stream? No. Wait, also, what, okay, if I go to Steam, and I had to log into Steam, sorry, it's currently off. But yeah, say a game like that, right? Even something as simple as a product like that, it makes you want to go find other products by that person. And in a way, that's like kind of parasocial too. And it is a healthier method of parasociality because I don't care about what happens to the person, but it is still on that level of parasociality too. And I realize that now I sort of get where parasociality can be good is that you could even use it in a positive way to try to find more things that you would have enjoyed or that you do enjoy. Let's say because you played someone's game and you're like, wow, this game was really good and you want to play more of their like, games, right? Um, stuff like that. Or like even the idea of music. Like, sorry, there's there's a porn game for sale and it showed up on my goddamn feed. The porn game showed up on my feed. What's this ad? It's like instant like ass and titties and it's like an instant blowjob. Holy shit! And it goes into why did it have such a hardcore sounding like sound? What was that? Sorry, chat. Sorry. Yeah, I realized that realistically, there's probably a good way to do all this the parasociality stuff without necessarily sinking money from people. And what I realized is that it all goes down to just not asking people and saying thank you for the subs. Because what I realized and what I've noticed from watching other people's streams for a fairly long time now, when you say thank you for a sub, it's like clockwork. It's actually crazy. You say thank you for a sub, and all of a sudden you get another sub and another sub. It's almost terrifying the way that it works, and it's like a trigger for people to be like, oh yeah, they're about to say my name and they're about to say thank you to me. I feel so good. And it's like, I get it. Like it does, I guess it does feel good to just have someone say your name, I suppose. But at the same time, it's like, it's kind of messed up. Exactly. Yes. Wait, do you give subs? Please don't tell me. Okay, Mod, how many people are you sub to? Please tell me how many people that you're sub to. But yeah, it feels good to, okay, it's just like when you're at work, right? When you're a faceless drone, including me, I don't think you sub to me. I actually don't like. Oh, wait, that's actually good. Including you is zero. That's actually good. Wait, that's really good. Holy shit, that's good. You got me there. You got me there. Mods, please, banner. But yeah, it's like when you're at your job, and someone says thank you to you. It feels good. But then I was thinking about this, right? And I was like, if I'm doing this for like what 6-8 hours, like sure I'm doing basically nothing, but I'm still doing something. Maybe it'd be fine to just take a little bit off the top, right? As long as I never say thank you. So basically, because I was rethinking, and this all came about too because I was thinking about how I'm gonna like really theme everything and actually update everything because I need to update everything so it links to the right things and not to a dead website. And I realized, like, yeah, if I just do that, it'd be a lot better compared to this current version where it's like you give me money and I yell at you, which is also kind of like a weird thing to do too, where it's like, why would you yell at somebody for giving you money, right? Not to say that like I don't think it's necessarily healthy to give money to somebody for this, but it's also not unhealthy. I actually find it to be the most neutral of all things because, and I think this was where I got my thought. Realistically, every product that we use is the exact same thing, and that's the thing that I really realized is that everything that we use in real life is the exact same thing. Like even me going to buy chips, I was like, I'm only gonna get Lay's ketchup chips and Lay's barbecue because they have the best barbecue. And I was like, wait a minute, that's parasocial. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I was like, oh man, like it's like I do that. Like I do the exact same thing. I just give money to the things that I enjoy, but I do it within reason of what I have. So if someone tells me not to, like sure, I'll do it based on them. But at the same time, like I don't need to, because technically it's also my own self control too. And I was like, oh wow. It's like basically just like me stop. I'm gonna stop trying to control all of you. And sorry, there's a game on Steam called Your Mom for $1.29. And your mom is here. Come here to play happily with your mom. Your mom DLC. Your mom DLC. This game is it's a wallpaper game. It's a wallpaper game where you have a sexy MILF walk around your desktop. Why is this being recommended to me? Why is this being recommended to me? I'm sorry. Why was that being recommended to me? Sorry. I'm really distracted. But yeah. You understand people like me think, but at the same time, for you personally, the constant thank you for the sub becomes very annoying pretty quickly. You know why. You know why, Sarah. I know why too. But you know what? You know what's funny? We've only done one adult game segment during the was it Faptober? No, it's not Faptober. I think October is Locktober. And then it was No Fap November. Yeah, we did the adult game segment during No Fap November. And now, like, I don't know what happened. I think Steam waits for you to buy like an adult game, and then it's like, all right, time to give you the entire thing. And so now there's like a deluge of like constant advertisements about adult games, and like, oh god, please. Not that you know I hate it, but it's like, oh man, like I really don't need it. But yeah, so that's the thing, okay. Basically, all this boils down to I realize that realistically, if anybody does anything, and also it's just my understanding of like what a job is, like having worked in multiple different jobs across various different like sectors. Because I was talking to a friend as well recently, and he was like, some jobs really are easier than others, and but then I was like, yeah, but no job is truly easy. But then he was like, no, like some jobs are really easy, and I was like, okay, bet, then go do it. And he actually tried one of them, and he's like, I can't do this. Like, I was like, programming's really easy. You should go and try it. And then he tried it. And he's like, I can't do this. And I'm like, not every job is easy. But not even just from a skill perspective. I was like, at least you weren't in an office where if you fail to do what you do, you go in a pip and then you get fired. You know what I mean? Like, at least you didn't have to deal with that stress, let alone the like need to like go through and actually like get something out the door in a reasonable time with a reasonable amount of quality. And it was sort of a fascinating discussion because like on the one hand, I recognize that every job has its own difficulties, even the quote unquote simplest jobs, and that, you know, you can't really discount the things that people feel from doing that job. On the other hand, I don't know why you would pay for me. I'm just talking on like a mic, not because I don't view this as a job. But then I realized if I'm going to try to take it at least a little bit more seriously than I normally would have, I should probably be thinking of it in a very different way, right? Not as like a full-on job, but still, at least with a little bit more respect for the amount of work that it does take to at least get to this point. Not to say that it's a lot of work, but there's a little bit of stuff that goes into it, right? It's maybe like 2 or 3 extra hours on top of every single day, right? So it's like I spend my mornings doing stuff, you know, like job applications, job interviews. Actually, I have a good story about one. Recently, I have a really good story about a job. It was the weirdest job interview that I've ever done, and I don't know why it went this way because I don't even know why they were even like. I'll tell you about it soon. But So it's like barely anything on top of my day to like plan it, but still to go it like live and then do it for multiple hours. There's like a difficulty there that like realistically it's the same type of job as anything else. And then to tie it back, it's like when you watch like a talk show on TV, the reason why that person gets paid a lot is even though they're not doing most of the planning. Apparently talk shows have like tons of staff behind the scenes to do most of the like planning of like what segments there are. You still need something, whatever that is, to be up there up front, to be like the person and the face doing the crowd control. Doing you're literally CCing everyone. Right? You're taunting everyone, you're the tank, and you're trying your best to try to, like, keep them going. At least every time when you get subbed, you go on an existential rant, which is at least relatively entertaining. I mean, that's the thing, yeah. So in saying this, I also will say I won't thank you for the sub still, because I find it to be very distracting too. I also don't really care either way if it happens. I care if it's, like, happening enough to where it can replace my full-time job, but considering that I'm a programmer who can, like, I can literally go six six figures like that, and I can just make it happen, right? Then it's not really much of a major deal, right? Because it's like, or like, sorry, because I'm a programmer who can just go six figures and just go like that. It'd be like I was actually calculating how many subs it would take if every sub is like what 10. I don't have calculator installed. Are you kidding me? Why does Windows not have calculator default installed? Why does debloating Windows involve deleting calculator? The whole point of calculator is that it's just there. What do you mean? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go to Google. 5. Holy shit! I don't have a calculator, so I have to go instead of a locally installed calculator. I have Python. I'll just pop up like a Python terminal. A Python REPL. I don't have Python! I don't have Python installed. Are you kidding me? I don't have Python installed. Like, all I have installed is fucking Rust? Are you kidding me? I have to, like, go install. I'm gonna go to a new tab, open the console, do the code inside the console, okay? If every sub is $5 to make six figures, what if Windows Calculator is Electron-based? Don't say that, because you know what's crazy that I learned recently? The start menu in Windows is React Native based, which kind of makes sense, but also doesn't really. So I don't even know how to explain it. Sorry, I'll explain. I need to write this down. I don't have Notepad either. What the fuck? I don't have Notepad either. Sorry, I need something. I need to explain this. I'll just write this down here for now. But the bufoo. Job interview. No thanking. Subs. And then how many subs to replace the job. Okay, good. The start menu is in React Native. And so React Native makes sense in the sense that, like, all React Native is you declare what you want to have as your UI, basically, and then React Native goes and finds the equivalent thing that's currently registered for that thing based on your platform. So it's like you register that based on the React Native concept of like a view. If you're on Windows, it'll pull up like a window something. It's like something from the Windows UI kit, which I don't remember the name of. I'm pretty sure it's also called like a view. If you need a text input, it uses the like native text input. That's the thing that makes the most sense from React Native. And the thing that I wish it moved away from, that I don't know why Microsoft decided to use it for, is the JavaScript logic portion. So you can define your UI tree by saying that you want these views, and you React Native, because you bind those things per platform to a specific native element, you get native, like you actually get the native thing, but you don't have to write C++ or whatever it is to make that UI. And you saw how annoying it is to make a UI in a language like that, because we tried to do it with like Rust, and it was fairly annoying to like keep track of like everything, right? JSX really is a very, very good language, like just whatever the style of like language is for like the XML stuff is a very good language for defining your UI, because it's already based on a tree structure. You can just define it there. You can declare it. It looks like a tree, and it looks exactly as you declare it. It's very easy. The thing that sucks is that I think they also use the logic portion, because my start menu sucks shit. My start menu fucking sucks, because the logic that you write runs in JavaScript. So there's no, and it's the one thing that I think I said this a long time ago, that I wish that there was a React Native competitor that did what React Native does. Doesn't do what Flutter does. So basically, you have a spectrum, okay? You have a scale, sliding scale. On the one end is React Native, on the other is Flutter. I need something in the middle. React Native sucks because you have to use JavaScript, and it runs JavaScript in a local. I don't even know what it runs in. I think it runs now in the V8 engine. I think by default, but I think before they had their own, if I recall correctly, before they had their own JavaScript engine that they just ported everywhere. But now I think it's in just normal V8, and it works well. Which sucks, because again, you're running JavaScript, which has its own sort of intricacies, but like the main thing is that it's interpreted, it sort of goes at its own pace. There's been a lot of work to make it as fast as non-interpreted languages, but even then, it relies on a lot of the structure of your code to be able to get to that point. Though there's been a lot of work to try to make it as fast, even in lieu of the fact that the structure of your code might suck. And on the other end is like Flutter, where you don't get any native UI, but you write native code, but everything is its own thing, which sucks, because then you lose all the stuff like, I don't know, like accessibility, right? They really like I was hoping. So when they first announced the Microsoft integration with React Native, I was very hopeful, because I was like, great, we finally get to move away from the JavaScript side of things, or at least we get something that's similar to like Lua JIT, where the JavaScript side gets like compiled ahead of time, and then it gets analyzed, and then we're good to go, right? Especially because Microsoft at the time was working on TypeScript, which is much more conducive to ahead of time compilation, because of all the extra sort of static information that you have when you go and you use the thing. It never panned out. I don't know what the fuck happened, but Microsoft's currently they're so in the shitter. I have to reinstall Windows to get rid of Copilot from my Notepad, which means I have to delete Notepad, right? So it's all ass right now. It's all ass. But because of that, it sucks that the start menu isn't React Native. It's also funny because like I think it's only the start menu, and it's like I guess it's like some random intern's experiment of like, maybe this could work, and then they try it. But what's funny is that they tried it for one of the most important pieces of the system, for the start menu, and I think universally it's disliked because they also batched in a bunch of other things with it, like the ability for it to open up like web pages and stuff. Like I don't know, like, because when I first reinstalled Windows, there was like I saw LinkedIn, but not even just like a LinkedIn button. It was like a LinkedIn preview of someone's random profile, and I was like, why do I give a fuck about Joe Schmo and the fact that he sucked his boss's dick today? Not that that's a bad thing, but I'm saying like he sucked his boss's dick because because he wanted extra money or something. Okay, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying like I don't care if he does. So why is it showing up on my goddamn like it's on my start menu, man? So anyways, again, I'm not saying that sucking dick is bad, nor am I saying that sucking dick for money is bad. If I would do it if I get paid a lot. But I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be on my start menu. It's not that interesting. It's not that serious. And also, why is it connecting to the network to pull someone's random profile? Like, it was such a weird thing to see. So the fact that it's on the start menu at all is just kind of a weird thing. And the fact that like Microsoft didn't take it all the way that I was hoping for that they would do is sort of like classic Microsoft, where they start something that has a cool idea, like the Zune or like the Windows Phone, and then it dies because they failed to actually push it all the way. And the thing that they push all the way is the thing that no one cares about, like Copilot. I don't know why they keep pushing that. If they pushed a React Native where the JavaScript was just TypeScript, and also you got a lot of the ahead of time compilation benefits, and such that you might even be able to like translate the code into something that isn't JavaScript running in a VM, and you could actually run it in like a native sense, they would have eaten a lot of lunches. Electron's lunch would have been eaten. Flutter's lunch would have been eaten. A lot of lunches would have been eaten. But I think Microsoft is now anemic to the idea of developer tooling, because I've downloaded Visual Studio and it feels like it's been getting worse and worse in the sense of like the performance, and I don't really know what to do about it. Despite the fact that Pix and stuff is getting slightly better. Same with Windy bug. Sorry about the rant. Sorry, I just had to rant about the React Native thing because I was like, oh god, like everything about about Windows. But that now that we're saying that, the new Windows calculator did feel very, very React Native, or like it felt very, like, now I know what people mean. Like, I've always known, but like now I really feel it when people say this feels like it's made in Electron because of shit. Whew. Anyways, back on topic. So I go on an existential rant every time I get subbed, which is entertaining. That might even stop at some point. The only existential thing that I will say right now, because it's like I don't even like to acknowledge it, is that because it can't replace a job. Like, it's like I calculated how many subs you would need to replace a job. I have to go back to my JavaScript console because I don't have a fucking calculator. Divide by $5. I would need at least 20,000 subs to replace my current job, and not even to replace my job, to give me just the starting 6-figure salary. And that's if you don't consider the 50% cut. If you consider the 50% cut, it's actually 40,000 subs to get to 6 figures worth of money every single month. Every single month. 40,000 subs. There are some streamers that I actually really enjoy watching because they're genuinely entertaining. Like Lloyd Athelstan. He's a genuinely entertaining streamer. I don't think I've ever seen that guy have any more than 3,000 viewers. So how the fuck you gotta get 40,000 subs when that guy does some truly funny shit? You know what I mean? Like I'm over here like busting my balls laughing at like someone's stream, okay? And he can't even get 40,000 subs. There's no fucking way that you can replace a full-time job with this. It's like impossible. So all this to say that even if you sub, this is still precarious in the sense of like at any moment this will die, because I make more money by going into like an office. But just to say that, you know, I'm not opposed to it now. And at least at least every dollar spent on the stream will be spent back onto the stream, because it would mean I would have more than the $2,000 per year to like do with something. So yeah. But it is kind of interesting to sort of see how much it would cost to replace like a real job. Because even like a minimum wage job at like 30K, you still need a couple thousand subscribers to make it work. And obviously, most of your money is going to come from ads and sponsorships, right? But to think about the idea of like how many subs you do need, it's like at that point the community is dead too. Because I feel like once you get past, I don't know, like 1,000 consistent chatters, it's very difficult to have like an interesting environment to riff off of, right? Like even the largest chats I've seen, they seem to hold stable because they have maybe like a couple hundred chatters at best, and those couple hundred chatters chat constantly, and thus they're integrated into the DNA of like why the chat is interesting in that channel, right? Whereas like if you get too much, it's all gone. So it's like it's a lot of like catch 22s about it. But yeah, I will no longer go on existential rants, nor will I tell you not to sub. I'll just be like, just dead silent. Like actually, that would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny if like one day, say like someone comes, like imagine someone comes in and then drops like $5,000 and I just don't say anything. And like how would they feel? You know what I mean? That would be kind of funny. Wait, okay, yeah, okay, but I am not gonna say anything. I literally won't say a single thing. Like even if somebody drops like $10,000, actually that'd be funny. That would be a funny bit. I don't know. That'd be a funny bit. Chad, I have a really good bit. Okay, Chad. There's a really good bit. Is like, what if you get banned or something as you sub? So you get banned for like half of your sub. Like, what do you get banned? What if you get perma banned because you donate too much money or something? That'd be funny. Oh man. Well, not. It's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like funny in like a satirical way. It's like an SNL skit trying to make fun of streamers a bit. Anyways, I had a job interview recently. It was actually this morning where I posted a while ago. They called me and I was like, hey, yeah, let's talk about this. And they started talking about the job, and I realized that they weren't even talking about like a domain of software. They're talking about almost this like whole entirely different role. I don't really know what it was, but I think it was because my profile also has details about my logistical experience working with those systems. So they were talking about like my like the need to have somebody there to like handle the logistical, I guess, like work of like managing the way that like they do their logistics, which I can't really get into. But imagine like imagine like you go to get interviewed at a port, and instead of working on the systems there and making sure that the systems work and like developing new systems to make the port run smoother, they ask you to make sure that the ships don't crash into each other. And I was like, and then like I stopped them, which I usually never do. Like I've only ever stopped one other person because this other person was also funny. In the way that he didn't understand my experience and he thought that I didn't know what I was talking about. But I was like, wait, you don't know what you're talking about because the way that you're telling me about your thing implies that shows me that you have no clue what's like going on. So I was like, sorry, this like calls over. I feel like this. By the way, that company, so that guy had a website for his stuff. I checked like a month later, the domain is for sale. So I think he ran the money. But yeah, so I stopped them and I was like, sorry, what's this role for? And they were like, yeah, we need like the equivalent of like I guess it's like a port manager or something is like what they're called. Like somebody who's like there to help like actually manage the actual logistical routing of things. And I was like, I gotta be honest with you, I don't even know like which end of the boat is which. So I don't think I should be doing this because like it doesn't really make sense. I was like, thank you, bye. But I was like, the thing that I applied for was for a developer for their system. So either they got the wrong call or they thought that they could pivot me into it because of my experience. It was sort of a weird experience. And I've had it a couple times where actually most of my jobs have been like me applying for a specific role and then they pivot me into another role that's still, but at least it's still a developer role, just in a different thing. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like it's all development to me. I don't really care. It's all programming. That doesn't really matter to me. It's all programming. Whether it's making AI or making websites, it's all the same shit to me. And I say that as like half satirical, but also half serious. It really is all the same. But like this time, I was like, this isn't even like close. Like you just took like one. And mind you, my logistics experience is in building the systems to like make that happen. And like integrating those systems with existing logistical systems per country. Like it's like if you need to get something from A to B, I'm your guy to like do that because I can build the system to make that happen and I can integrate it with your country's like major, I don't know. I don't know what the actual term like shippers, is it called shippers? Major shipping companies. And it's like I feel like this is fairly like a whole different thing. So I think they took that and then they tried to make me into like a port manager for like real ships. And I was like, I really can't do this because I was like, because you know the guy who and like while it was happening, I had the flashback of that one. Remember that one boat that like blocked that like one Nile that caused the like market shutdown for a while? It was like a single boat that was stuck in that one little channel. Somewhere in that one channel, like some like river or something, and it's like the Suez Canal or something. It's a very important shipping canal, and the boat was turned sideways. I was thinking to myself, if I take this job just because I want the money and the experience to just try it, I could end up like the guy who caused that. Because I think the guy who caused that went to jail, and I think he's still in jail, and I think he's going to be in jail for 20 years. So I don't want to be in jail. Like the moment that I start that job, like I could accidentally start World War III. Like I'm like, okay, go this way, and then what if they like ram into like a shadow fleet, like something of like some country, and it's like, oh fuck, like here we go again. You know what I mean? Like oh shit. So yeah, it's a good thing that I didn't. It's a good thing that I stopped them immediately, but it was a waste of time because I woke up early and then I went back to sleep, and that's why I slept in. It was very annoying. But yeah. That's how jobs go. Sometimes you just get calls for random things. And you just never really know what to expect. Sorry, yeah, that's what you were also thinking because you said that because I said that I didn't thank the subs, but every time someone subbed, I would tell them not to sub, but that I appreciated it, which is pretty much the same as thanking it. Which is the only way of not thanking the subs is just ignoring them. But then, am I physically able to ignore the chat? Because on the programming stream we established that ignoring the chat is hard for you. That's a problem too. Is that like. Because like yesterday, it was eye opening when you all said that actually the way that people do programming streams is that they don't even like talk to the people, and I'm like, what's the point of even being live? You know what I mean? Like I'm not kidding you. Imagine I don't do that, and it's literally just like this. Here, let me open up the like, code, okay? Like let's just do this for like a second, all right? Imagine I just do that, and then all you really hear and see is like this, just like music, and then just like me going like this. I'm checking out documentation right now. So pretend that I didn't say that. Pretend that I didn't say that, and you don't know that I'm checking out documentation. Wait, it's still compiling? And now pretend like I'm not looking at you because I'm actually looking at the documentation. Like, that's so fucking boring to me. I would feel genuinely upset that somebody did that because it's also like, Chris, go woo, you know what I mean? Yeah, like that's all you could really say is that it just looks interesting to look at. But it's like, I don't know if it's actually like fun to do. Like, I just feel like the whole thing wouldn't work. And so it's like, what even is the point of you streaming at that point? To like stream programming, right? That's why I look at the chat because for me, from a personal level, a major part of the value that I gain from streaming is that genuinely some of you are really weird to like listen to and then talk to. Like, it's kind of interesting to like see the things that people say. Who posted something in the not safe word channel? I chat, what happened here? Someone asked an AI for help with a Persona game. That's the question. Links to one of the links, despite it looks like links to a porn Reddit. What? What? It links to a porn Reddit. Wait. What? How do I get the link without it? What? Holy. Wait a minute. Why does that keep redirecting me to the porn? Why does this keep redirecting me to the porn? I want to see the original thread, sad. I keep getting redirected to porn. I want your tongue deep inside of it. What? sorry. I got stun locked. But see, like, that's the kind of shit that you won't ever get by ignoring the chat. Original is this. Oh my god. Wait, chat. Can I show this? This is probably fine to show. What's the difference between yellow and what? Wait. What happened? Someone asked an AI for help with a Persona game. They answered the question, listed the sources for info, but one of the links, despite looking like it links like that. We don't see the AI post. But also, that's funny AF. That's. I believe the Reddit AI is the ultimate gooner based on my research into how many gooner subreddits there are. Sorry, if you're in the channel, then you see the conversation happening. Yeah, like, I feel like if you're programming, I feel like if you're streaming at all, the interaction is like really what you're aiming for. Because without that interaction, it's sort of like, what's the point, right? It's sort of like it's almost like you're a co-op watching a video on YouTube, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's sort of like, it's like the same reason why I don't like slop streams where you just watch videos all day long. Like, I don't watch other people watch videos because I would rather watch it myself. I watch them do things because they somehow have a quality about them that's entertaining in some way, right? So it's like the same idea of like that, but applied to the programming side. Crazy to me that people can just program and just ignore chat for hours. But you're also so correct in that I do technically thank the subs because I say that I appreciate it, which is technically thanking them. I'm gonna say nothing from now on. Unless they say, then I'll just like say nothing. And then it makes sense. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll just like stay away from them. And then it should be okay. But it's like, yeah, like but I've never thought about it like that. So then what do I do? I guess like because the thing is I also feel awkward. It's like, I don't know. It's like, imagine you're in a store and someone gives you the money that they need to pay for something that you provide them. Like, they buy a coffee and they give you the money. Like, actually, now that I think about it, I've never heard a cashier say thank you. Now that I think about it, wait, it's weird. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, actually, that's the most normal state. I've never heard a cashier say thank you to me for giving them the money. It's actually more like they don't say thank you because if I don't give them money, it's actually a crime. If you don't give me money, it's a crime. That's good. Yeah, we'll just leave it off on that. If you don't give me money, it's a crime. We're gonna move on now. I didn't know it would end on to that. But yeah, I'll think about this. But yeah, for sure. Like, okay, look, now you can sub because it's like if I'm doing this for like hours, you should just I don't know. If you want to pay for it, you can. There's like Twitch Turbo. It's a better option. If I have to go BRB for a long period of time, I'll also be doing like walks every now and then to keep my legs feeling good because I'm very sore most of the time, not from like shoveling and stuff, but also just like I'm getting older. So I'll be playing ads during those few moments as well. But for the most part, you can do whatever you want. If you want to give me money, sure. Go ahead. I'm no longer opposed to it. Just know that you should spend the money on yourself because just like that, I can make six figures. Anyways, we're going to move on now. We're going to play some games. I've got some interesting collection of games for you all that I've been waiting to play for a while. And we're going to program today as well. So I know I said that we wouldn't program for a while, but I was like, I just want to continue with the idea and the train of thought since we're already here. Most of the money will go to the CEO and not to them. Anyways, why would they thank you? That's a good point. Holy shit, that's a good point. Huh. You're right. Yeah, most of the money will go to the CEO. It's like the person at Starbucks won't say thank you because the money's not going to them. It's going to the Starbucks CEO who... I think... Didn't the Starbucks CEO say something about like ugly people? Also, but then... Okay, so but then this is the thing, right? The few times I have been told thank you by the person taking my money has been... The sole individual owner has been the sole individual operator, aka a small business owner. And you know what? That's who I am, right? If you think about it, I'm technically like a small business owner too, in the way that my stream is my mini business. Sorry, I can't say it without laughing. So technically, you know what? If you support and you know what? It is a good point because technically paying money for streams is supporting the individuals. I mean, I know that Amazon technically reaches into your pocket and takes 50%, but still, it's like technically taking care of the individual for what they've done for you. Because there is ultimately an individual behind everything that you see. I mean, I guess to some degree, there is. At least in my case, there is. I don't know if other people have like teams, but for me, it's like, I'm the only person who like finds these like games. I'm the only person who finds it is a games, makes like time out of my own busy day, and then I like give you this. So yeah, same with the music actually. And I have a song for y'all. It's a very good song. It's a song by well, you just listen to it first and just get embroiled into the feeling of it. And I think embroiled is a beautiful word for this song in particular because I think once you hear it and once you really let it seep into your bones, you'll start to get sort of the theme that I'm going for today. And then I'll sort of like blow your mind with the theme because I think today's theme is really, really good. Just know that today is a similar solo band type of deal. With an ending twist from an artist that I really enjoy because this song was kind of blew my mind at how good it was with the transition of how it moved through itself. So long playlist, long day, programming and the games. Please enjoy. And it's a good thing that we're making our own audio visualizer because one annoying thing that I always have to deal with is when the song ends, I have to time clicking the stop button because Spotify has this really cool, almost like not really a crossfade, but it is just barely. It's like a very small amount of crossfade that makes listening to a whole album basically seamless. Like if you listen to Freudian by Daniel Caesar in one shot on Spotify, there's no gap between the songs. It works very well. When you want to just show you just one song, you have to stop it before it goes like, and it's like, okay, listen, I don't want the next part of I don't want the first part of the next song, which is like, and like the next song is like a very high pitched song and it goes like really hard, okay? It's like, I just want to stop right there on like that like nice quiet ending. That artist, I had this thought when I was listening to the song a while back and I was like, it's interesting how over time, the earlier songs from that artist, and I trust, from the band, have sounds very different actually. So like Show Me How, for instance, you can really hear it and it's very easy to understand. This one gets harder to understand. It's almost as if their French Canadian accents, because it's a French indie band, is getting stronger and stronger over time. Which is almost always, oh my god, I didn't link the song, I'm so sorry. Which is almost always like interesting because to me it's like I there's like one of two reasons that it could get stronger. It's like one, it's getting stronger because you just are doing more of the language. The other reason why it could be getting stronger is because you're suffering from like a slow degradation of your mind. Like, I don't know how to say this, but like one of the first symptoms of a lot of neurological things is I gotta see, sorry. Is you start to have a much stronger accent. You start to slow your words more, and slowing your words just sounds like French. So it just sounds like French. So it's like I really hope everything's okay, but great song nonetheless. This band, especially, like after hearing more of their songs, it's one thing that I really enjoy, that I really hate as well, but I don't really know how to explain it. I hate it as a concept, but I enjoy the way that this band does it. Is when somebody makes a song about a concept that has seemingly no bearing to anything going on at all, and it's similar in the same way that you could just write like a fictional story. And I don't know why I hate it, because all songs are fictional stories in that sense. But for some reason, when it's truly fiction, like it's like I feel like it's less in my mind than something like a song about someone's personal experience. Even though to me, someone's personal experience is effectively fiction. It's sort of a weird spot to be in, where it's like I don't really feel like I don't really know why I feel like that way, but I simply do. But still, it's a fantastic song. The whole discography is great. I played "Show Me How" by them before, and the song is just as good. I actually really enjoyed this entire album. It's called Ikus as Asinus. Ikus Asinus. I've actually played one of their other songs, All My Candles, a couple days ago. I think 2 days ago, actually. That's the only time that I've streamed. I've only streaming for 3 days so far. And trust me, the whole album is amazing. We're gonna go through basically the album to some degree, and you'll hear some interesting words from this album, and hopefully it matches the theme of what we're going to be playing, because we're playing some very strange games today. Also, for the subbing thing, I had a thought about the subbing thing, and then now I've lost it. But I was gonna say something funny. I'll remember as I go on. Anyways, we're gonna move on now. Hopefully you enjoy this game, because I found it randomly and I was like, "What the hell is this?" But it's up my alley, and that it's. I mean, you'll know as soon as you see it. One more song, then we move on. This one I also need some time to set up, so bear with me. I forgot to get the controller, so this is also time for me to go upstairs and get the controller and also take a piss. If the music changes and it stops and it just doesn't keep playing anymore, I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes, okay? But this one, I need to set things up a bit, and I forgot to do some of the setup beforehand. Sorry, I forgot that this thing needs a controller, so hopefully it's okay. But I think you're gonna like this one, and if you watch a certain YouTuber, you'll know what this game is. I know that sounds risky to say it's a YouTube game, but it's from a channel that isn't slop, so it's a good experience that I think you'll really enjoy. And what's funny is that theoretically it's free, but also like itself it is free. It's sort of odd to explain this. It's one of the few free games out there that I think, or like one of the few free domains of games out there that if you just have the one-time purchase, you have like a lifetime of enjoyment, because for some reason the community has gathered around this. So there's a lot of really cool things to think about here. But first, the song. I need a moment. I need a moment. Holy hell, I need a moment. Just give me a second. I gotta go get some wipes. You'd think humanity would make an alcohol wipe that also dissolves completely, but I guess not. I'm sorry about that. I had to go get the controller and stuff. Got the controller, gotta set this up. The song is really, really good. It's sort of an interesting song in that when I first heard it, I had no clue that there were lyrics. And then I found the lyrics, and it's actually saying like, it's in French. It's saying almost like, "Little man, what will you do now?" And I thought that was a very fascinating phrase, because it's like, to diminutize someone is sort of a fascinating device to use at all, because a diminution of somebody is sort of a strange way to talk down to somebody, even though in many ways it could even be just a natural part of your life. Like, you might just be a diminutive person. Sorry, I need to find the cable. I think I lost it. Even though, just because somebody is small doesn't mean that they're a bad person. But in this case, it's sort of more the abstract concept of like talking about someone who is a small person. What will you do now? It's this almost like metaphorical sense of like you being small. You're small in not your stature, but you're small as in your personhood, right? In your humanity, almost. At least that's the way that I took it. It's a phrase that's used very often whenever you talk about somebody to try to downplay who they are and what they do and stuff. And to hear it being used in this song in this very sort of interesting way. It's a very sort of odd way, because it feels like she's almost like the questioning, sort of, what will you do now? As if you have nothing left, as if all that you were has been drained away. It's a very interesting take on it. Combined with the music, the way that the melody sounds so, I guess, sad and so downtrodden. I was genuinely very, very depressed to make it to like hear it go that way. Sort of an odd feeling to be left with that I think worked very, very well for what they were trying to like do. And it's funny too, because like, again, it's even the way that it was sung was so far in the background that you wouldn't have even heard it. It's almost like and really, I think that's part of the device, the musical device that they're trying to go for. I think that's the term. It's almost like a writing device, where because it's a part of the background, it's almost as if someone's whispering it to you, as if it's in the back of your head, almost like, little man, what will you do now? As if in the back of your head, you're asking yourself, now I have nothing. What will I do now? We're going to move on to a very weird game. I don't know how to explain this. I'm hoping this works well, but you will hear my voice cut out for a second because I forgot to do this last night. I probably should have. You'll hear my voice cut out because what's going to happen is when I plug in this controller, it's going to take over all my sound devices and we'll see what happens. You'll recognize this from the video that it comes from probably as soon as you see it. I'm not doing this for any particular reason, even though the video has some stuff on it. I'll explain more once we get into it. Just give me a moment. It's going to be a bit weird to set this up. Very quick segments, which means we can go into programming even sooner, which is good. And actually, it also means that we get to check out whatever that decomp is, because I'm actually curious to see how it works with my legal copy, my totally legal copy of Super Mario 64. Maybe we just pull it down and we try it out, okay? Or I save it, because there's another day where we're doing a lot of open source weird style of games, and even like open source, I guess, like game engines that we get to pull down and try out, okay? So for that one day, maybe I'll do it all as part of that. So I have a song for you all. We're going to move on to Angeline Era, which is a game about God, angels, Christianity. And it's funny because that game has a really interesting devlog that I want to show you all, which I thought was really cool. Like a post-release thing, which I feel like is very rarely done, but when it's done well, it's very interesting. And one of the things that they talked about was the fact that they were surprised that so many people had problems with the fact that it was very Christian themed, even though a lot of life is Christian themed. You know what I mean? Like a lot of things in life are just weirdly Christian themed. So it's like, it was weird to them that people had problems with that aspect of it, even though that's kind of like the whole point of the game. And it really added like a really cool flavor to what the game was talking about. And that's why I chose the song, because I thought that this song was a wonderful fit for sort of what the game is and what it's about. And I was very surprised to see this on the album, because I was like, wait, this is a perfect song for that game if I ever play it again, which we will today. And we might even get to see the conclusion of some things, because I intend to go as far as we can until my fingers are tired. Then we make my brain tired by programming later. Hopefully this combo works. Please enjoy this song. I think you'll enjoy this song in light of the fact that we're going to be playing Angeline Era after. It's really strange how fitting that song is for what Angeline Era feels like it's kind of getting towards with the story, especially the interaction between the main character Tets and that angel whose name I keep forgetting about. It's sort of a fascinating song because something about the flow of the song is interesting, but it's also just the way that the style of the song is written. It feels almost like you're in a bullfight, if that makes sense. It feels like you're a bullfighter baiting the bull to rush into you, and then all of a sudden it's like happy as it rushes into you. It's sort of the feeling that I get from this song. I don't know if that's a good way to explain it, but it's that particular vibe that I found so nice about the song. On top of the fact that the lyrics are kind of strange, where it paints a very sort of like happy picture, but then also has like tinges of this like there's like a tinge of darkness to her, like especially the like line why you don't know the earthly burn below and stuff like that, and it's the way that it keeps on droning on almost like a religious chant that I found very interesting too. And it again, just a fascinating song. It's a you know, I said it before, when Men I Trust sort of does the style of song, I get irrationally mad at it, but at the same time, when they do it well, they seem to do it very, very well, and it sounds really, really, really good. Just that idea of taking a topic and taking a topic and turning it into a song. It's like taking the smallest idea and expanding it so much that it becomes a larger thing until finally you have something that you can listen to and then think about. Do they have an issue with it being Christianity coded, or are the Christians that have a problem with misrepresenting it or something? I have no clue. So I was hoping to show you the article, and then we could sort of talk about it a bit together, because I couldn't tell which one it was myself. Because it's sort of odd the way that it's sort of worded. It's hard to tell what exactly was the thing that they got. So, but give me a moment to start the game up, and I'll pull up the article as well. Because again, it's rare to see something like this, and I love this game. So I hope it's not a negative thing. I'm out. I was gonna play some. I was gonna do some programming after, but yeah, I have to go. It's getting late. I won't be here on Mondays as per usual. I'll be back on Tuesday instead, because today's Sunday. Tuesday, there's a lot more things. It's a VR day, actually. So if you do want to join on Tuesday, please get your VR stuff ready to join on Tuesday. We're going to be doing some VR stuff in VR chat, but also not in VR chat. I think everything is co-op, but especially the VR chat stuff is for sure co-op. But we're doing the VR chat stuff later. So it's not going to be a thing that we do during the beginning of the day. I think it's the second thing that we do, because there's another thing that we have to do first. Because of the way that I think this one is going to need me to change my seating arrangement. It's also going to be a test of my VR setup, because I don't remember how I set it up, and I'm pretty sure my setup should work, but I'm very afraid if it will work well in this new layout of the room. I'm also going to be using some new tools for the VR stuff, because there's a lot of plugins for VR stuff in general on PC that makes it much easier to work with. So hopefully this helps with the performance and even the viewing experience, if I can get this to work well. And if I can get this other thing done, we should have more performance overall for VR, as long as I can get this thing done, which maybe it might not work. We'll see how it goes. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you all soon. I always get rated by someone. It's mostly Athel and Red. They both rate me. Can I raid anybody else? Why is nobody ever online? Why am I the only person? You know what it is? What time zone is after Canada? I guess it'd be America. No, but I don't want to know an American. I was going to say, like, I have to know somebody who's on a later time zone than me so I can raid them. So we can keep the gravy train going, right? Because the goal, and I've actually thought about this, actually. I have a new thought process. Don't sub to me. Become a more famous streamer. And what you do is, when you're a more famous streamer, I'll tell you when I run an ad, you raid into my ad. That way I get the revenue of the ad, and all the viewers leave like they usually do, but I get at least one ad poll of like 3,000 people. That's how you give me money. That actually that seems like a scam. Like, if you make multiple channels that have a lot of viewers, you could just keep sending money some way by constantly raiding back and forth into like an ad break, and I'm pretty sure that does work. But you didn't hear it from me. Bye, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow on Tuesday. See you all soon. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Lesson of the day is, if you want to learn things faster, put Mozart in your left ear and the Bible in the right ear.